опаздываешь или опаздываешь? 17:30, видишь, нет еще. Я, честно сказать, не такой большой фанат ММА был, там, чтобы я там смотрел бои, там кто-то рассказывает, я вижу интервью, что там диски были первых боев UFC. У меня такого не было, честно. Просто вот как-то мне понравился этот вид спорта. Я начал этим заниматься, попал, наверное, большую роль, что сыграл, попал в хорошую команду в нужное время. Вот у меня было тогда такое время, когда я менял разные виды спорта от одного к другому, переезд там с Махачкалы, я переехал там в пригород. И такой момент был, ну, не мог себя найти, честно сказать. И вот попал в команду нашему тренеру покойному Думанабу. И сразу вот общение в команде, вы, наверное, до сих пор видите, как мы друг с другом общаемся, как мы друг друга поддерживаем. И вот тогда же я уже почувствовал, что это мое, что мне комфортно находиться в этом зале, что мне приятно вообще проводить время с этими пацанами.
Жульничать начал. Раз, два.
Пошли. Побежал.
Ты не тренер.
Ты почему опоздал?
Он со мной договорился. Подожди.
Ты мой тренер.
Ислам, все карты я буду раскрывать сейчас. Утром тоже не пришел, он пришел.
Ты мой тренер. Он мой тренер сказал, беги. Все.
Босиком специально босиком брать, чтобы не подскользнулась нога случайно. Даже в носках нельзя. Еще ты дерешься же босиком, у тебя полностью должна нога чувствовать землю.
Еще пояс есть?
У меня два еще есть, можно дать один? Тебе заслужить надо, брат. UFC тебе заслужить надо. Так не даю, мама. Чуть-чуть осталось, мама.
Парни, сейчас ставим такой вес, которым вы сделаете 4 раза. Каждый из вас примерно понимает это сколько. У кого-то 100, у кого-то 110, у кого-то 105, у кого-то, наверное, 30, 80. Ну, извините, а у кого-то. Смотри сюда, как мы это делаем.
Ты на него смотришь?
Я же за это сказал просто. Смотри сюда, берем вес, отошли назад и считаем. Раз, два, три, 4, встаем. И вниз на 4. Раз, два, три, 4. Резко встаем. 4 раза сделали, все, поставили. И так каждый. Счета больше нету.
Да, когда вот хайп-базу запустил, он даже ее тогда не запустил, но он сказал, что там есть ковер, есть гостиница, и вот там подъем вот сразу. Это просто гора, которая стоит перед базой, вот на нее надо бежать. Вот такой подъем, с первых 200 метров все уже. Я устал уже, ноги забились, но я бегу. И в какой-то период я сам себе говорю, я тогда готовился на титульный бой, что это твой титульный бой, тебе надо добежать до конца. Я начал бежать как мог, и в периоде не было никого вокруг, и я, оказывается, пропустил поворот. И я вот сам себе говорю, нам дали задачу туда добежать, значит, есть там конец, и надо бежать туда. И уже ноги у меня онемели полностью. В простом беге, вот здесь Кисловодский, например, на большое седло, кто знает, у меня там так ноги не устают. А там просто вот без остановки вот такой подъем, зигзагами ты в гору бежишь. А я, оказывается, пропустил поворот и бегу еще, короче, там прямая, ну, с подъемом. И тоже так же зигзаги, и не заканчивается дорога. А уже я сзади смотрю, никого не вижу. Вспоминаю историю, что говорят, там медведи бывают, и спрося медведи. Вспоминаю то, что я сам себе говорил, это вот твой титульный бой. И вот в моменте где-то за метров 200 там на подъеме я вижу трактор. Трактор, и я сам себе говорю, блин, хоть бы после этого трактора не было дороги. Если там была бы дорога, я бежал бы дальше, пока она не закончится, потому что я сам себе уже дал слово, что вот твой титульный бой вот сегодня надо выиграть, тогда ты уже победишь там в следующей схватке. И я вот помню, бежал до трактора, добегаю, и вот с таким взглядом смотрю за трактор, а там уже стена, дороги нет. Я прям там же лег такой радостный. Отдышался, минут 15 там лежал, отдышался и потихоньку пошел вниз. Иду, эти пацаны уже меня ищут. Короче, ты куда пропал? Я говорю, дорогу, короче, перепутал. И там, они мне даже, там медведи бывает, что-то бывает. Там, я знаю, часто эти медведи нападают на как-то соты пчел, где пчел собрать. И, короче, такая история была, что вот если я себе слово дал, не остановиться. Так и получилось. Я вот вышел на бой, мне 100% так тяжело не было, как на это.
As the time of the fight draws near, Makhachev is taking things to a whole new level as he prepares for a tough bout with Ian Machado Garry. In the build-up to the match, some sneak peeks from Makhachev's camp show that the champion is now giving more than before to remain unbeaten. From grueling wrestling practices to strong striking practices and even serious conditioning work, Islam is not letting anything come between him and remaining one step ahead of his opponent. With Garry coming with an elite striking technique and confidence into the fight, Makhachev understands he has to give his best too.
Может, мы заканчиваем тяжелые спарринги, чтобы вас уберечь от травм. Потому что мы очень тяжело работаем, я знаю, что травмы могут быть. Но то, что работа должна, возле сетки, грэпплинг, вольное, положение, отжимание, пресс, турник, брусья, они не заканчиваются за 9 дней до боя. Сами себе не придумывайте план. План давно придуман. Не нужно велосипед новый изобретать. Сел и поехал. Завтра тоже работаем. В субботу. It's like this, brother. Like when I was young, it was people around me with who I was improving my game, and Islam was with me. You know, he's younger than me, and he was improving with me. You know. I was world champion in amateur, and I have maybe, when you show this video, maybe at that time I have 7-10 fights. Islam just was beginning. And when we look at the history and the way how I was improving with other guys after Islam was improving with me, now Usman improving with Islam, it's like we're giving, you know, legacy to legacy, legacy to legacy. Guys coming up. There is other young guys who they are not very famous, but they are coming with Usman now. It's like, you know, it's like stairs. It's like stairs, you know. And this is it. It was father's plan. It was his plan, and because his wisdom, he see the way how guys. If today, if he not even on this top, but he's 20 and he's so good. Can you imagine 25 where he can be and 30 where he can be? Yeah. Like same thing. I was other days we was talking with Ali, and I told him like 1 year ago, and now Usman is completely different fighter. And same thing was with Islam. He was coming, and when you stay constantly every day, discipline, gym, and you work hard.
Next time. Wait, what's the next? Is the next
Ian Garry is not Makhachev.
Yeah, dude. Makhachev?
Hold the fucking
on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Ian Garry's gonna upset Islam. That's what I'm saying right now.
Hold the fuck on.
Yeah, I know, same. Dude, I can see Schmitty like sense the disturbance in the force that we were.
But the upcoming task for him will be unlike any other that he has faced thus far, as he enters a different weight class and goes against an opponent who can put him in danger. When discussing about the fight, John Jones says that Islam has what it takes to defeat his opponent, which is his great wrestling skills along with his ability to dictate the pace and where the fight takes place. While admitting that there are some problems associated with changing weight classes, Jones thinks that Islam's skills and the presence of a good team can do the trick against Ian Machado Garry.
And the very last thing I wanted to ask you about Islam Makhachev and his upcoming fight. He made a successful debut in the upper weight class, step up to welterweight. What difference does it take when you stepping up in the weight class on a championship level?
Yeah, Islam's going to fight against Ian Garry next, right? I assume that Islam's going to win that one just because of his wrestling pedigree. You know, to be able to dictate if the fight's going to be standing or on the ground, it's a great gift. Another guy with a strong team behind him, strong faith. I'm not rooting for anyone in that fight because I don't know either one of those guys on the personal level, but I'm assuming that Islam's going to win. That's my prediction.
As per John Jones, Makhachev has what it takes to become a great contender at welterweight level, but Ilia Topuria, on the other hand, shifts the topic and feels that it is a pity about the time that Makhachev has chosen to move up in weight. Ilia Topuria was eager to step into the lightweight weight division with the sole intention of taking on the fighter who had ruled the division for many years. In his opinion, the best way for him to prove his mettle would be to take on the fighter who had proved his greatness in the division. Unfortunately for Ilia, when he stepped in, Makhachev decided to move up in weight.
Many people talk about this matchup. In general, your trio, Islam Makhachev, Ilia Topuria, and Arman Sarukian. Islam said, I don't know why he provokes us.
The reason is simple. The guy was the world champion in the lightweight division. When I moved up, I wanted to face him because he was a great challenge in that weight class. And I wanted to beat him as I did in the featherweight division with Volkanovski. So I was like, I'm going to move up. I'm going to beat a guy that dominated the division during, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years. And at that moment, he decided to move up. And I'm like, listen, we need to fight. This is a fight that everyone wants to see. Why not? If I have some personal reasons, I don't have any personal reasons with Islam, with Arman. It's like, I wish them all the best in their lives. But when it comes to the sport, I know that I'm the best. And if you think you have the same thought about yourself, let's do it, and let's show to the whole world who is the best fighter in the world.
Though Ilia Topuria was disappointed with his failure to get a shot at beating Makhachev in the lightweight division, there is another challenger ready to put himself up for the test against the champion in the welterweight division. For Garry, this may be the chance to surprise the world with an impressive achievement. Inspired by past success stories of other underdogs who have won major fights, Garry claims that such achievements show that nothing is impossible. The Irishman considers himself one of the greatest threats Islam Makhachev has ever seen.
And this year we've seen some huge upsets. I mean, Sean Strickland, Justin Gaethje winning title fights that nobody thought they were going to win. Surely you're looking at that and just drawing inspiration from that.
If people think, when Sean Strickland goes out and beats Khamzat Chimaev and upsets the apple cart in what no one expected, no one can sit here and think that it's impossible that I can beat Islam Makhachev. If anything, I'm a far more dangerous threat. I'm far more complete. And I have way, way, way more ways of winning that fight. I am the most dangerous opponent for Islam Makhachev. And it's my job to go out and prove that on August 15th.
Although Garry thinks that he possesses everything that will help him shock the world in his fight against Makhachev, the champ has earned his success through years of training and an excellent team setup. The recent comments made by Khabib Nurmagomedov revealed all that it took to shape Islam and also how their team goes on to produce other champions. Khabib told the story of how Islam used to be the young fighter that learned from him before going on to become a champion himself. It was all part of an endless cycle of transferring of experience from one generation to another.
It's like this, brother. Like when I was young, it was people around me with who I was improving my game, and Islam was with me. You know, he's younger than me, and he was improving with me. You know, I was world champion in amateur, and I have maybe when you show this video, maybe at that time I have 7-10 fights. Islam just was beginning. And when we look at the history and the way how I was improving with other guys after Islam was improving with me, now Usman improving with Islam, it's like we're giving, you know, legacy to legacy, legacy to legacy. Guys coming up. There is other young guys who they are not very famous, but they are coming with Usman now. It's like, you know, it's like stairs. It's like stairs, you know.
Expanding further on this point, Khabib noted that the bedrock of their team's success was formed thanks to the foresight and wisdom of his late father, Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov, who, in turn, never paid attention to the current accomplishments of a fighter, but rather saw the potential he possessed for the future. The athlete stated that it is possible to witness a complete metamorphosis in young talents when they manage to stay disciplined, train every day, and continue evolving. In this regard, Khabib gave examples of the fighters such as Makhachev and Usman Nurmagomedov, whose growth showed the effect of consistent work in the gym. Khabib's conviction in the need for development and continual improvement has been the exact factor that has contributed to producing such fighters as Makhachev. On the other hand, Garry is heading into the bout with the confidence levels that have attracted a lot of attention from various individuals in the sporting world. According to Eddie Hearn, Garry's confidence levels have been so high that they made him believe in his capability to pull off a shock victory over Islam. Hearn says that even though many other fighters tend to shy away from such a dangerous opponent as Makhachev, it was Garry who wanted the bout the most. Additionally, Din Thomas believes Garry's confidence comes from having the right tools to challenge Makhachev. He highlighted Garry's length, intelligence, and ability to study opponents as major advantages in this matchup. Thomas explained that while Islam has dominated many top fighters, there is plenty of footage showing what has worked and failed against him. He believes Garry's fight IQ could be the difference, as the Irish contender knows how to adapt, stay calm under pressure, and avoid being overwhelmed by the occasion. According to Thomas, Garry's composure and strategic approach could create serious problems for Islam. Continuing his analysis, Thomas emphasized that preparation and studying an opponent's tendencies can make a huge difference at the championship level. He explained that while many fighters claim they only focus on their own game, understanding what an opponent likes to do gives you a major advantage. According to Thomas, studying Makhachev's past performances allows Garry to identify patterns, anticipate his attacks, and prepare multiple counters. He believes Garry's willingness to break down the footage and develop a detailed game plan could be one of his biggest strengths heading into the fight, giving him a better chance to handle Islam's elite skill set. While Thomas believes Garry's preparation and ability to study Makhachev could give him a chance to succeed, another analyst believes Garry's physical advantages could be the biggest factor in this matchup. Kenny Okoye described the fight as one of the trickiest challenges Islam has faced, not necessarily because Garry is the toughest opponent, but because he brings something completely different. Okoye pointed to Garry's height, reach, and long-range striking as qualities Islam has rarely encountered throughout his career. With his confidence and unique style, Okoye believes Garry could present a problem that Makhachev has not seen before inside the octagon. While Okoye believes Garry's height, reach, and confidence make him a unique challenge for Makhachev, he also believes those physical advantages could directly impact the champion's striking. Okoye explained that Islam has often found success against opponents closer to his own size, allowing him to use his timing, counters, and combinations effectively. However, against a taller and longer fighter like Garry, some of those weapons may not work the same way. He pointed to Islam's counter-striking, especially his check hook, as something that could become harder to land against a fighter who can maintain distance and fire straight shots from the outside. So, what do you think? Is Ian Machado Garry truly the toughest challenge of Islam Makhachev's career? And does he have what it takes to pull off the upset? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more UFC updates, analysis, and fight news.